in silence deep where sorrows dwell, beneath the moon's pale weeping spell, a heart once bright, now torn apart, beats low within a hollowed heart. The winds still speak of times now gone, of love once lit, now cold, withdrawn. Each whisper brings a ghostly sigh, a memory that won't say goodbye. The stars no longer seem to shine. Their warmth was yours, now none is mine. This night repeats your parting tone. In every breath I feel alone. I walked with you through springtime's bloom, not knowing I would face this gloom. Your voice a melody now still, once healed, now haunts and makes me ill. Your eyes like stars, once lit my sky, now distant moons that pass me by. I reach, but shadows mock my hand, as if they too don't understand. How fragile was the dream we made, that time like fire could so degrade. A touch, a laugh, a glance, a vow, they're ghosts I live beside now. The hours pass in shades of blue, and everyone still bleeds of you. I count the seconds, lost in pain, each drop of time a falling rain. The mirror shows a hollow gaze, a soul who walks in endless haze. Your name remains beneath my skin, a scar that time can't bury in. In the fading hush of broken dreams, where nothing is quite as it seems, I sit alone by shadowed walls, where memory aches and silence calls. The night is long, and longer still, the grief that time cannot distill. I wear your absence like a chain, its every link engraved with pain. Your laughter once lit up the air, now echoes lost in cold despair, a phantom sound that haunts the breeze, like whispered cries through dying trees. The world moves on, but I remain, a relic drowned in quiet pain. Your name is etched on every stone, each one a mark I bear alone. We danced beneath the silver skies, where stardust shimmered in your eyes, and now I find those same skies gray. They stole the light and walked away. The bed is made, your side untouched, a hollow place I miss too much. Your scent, once sweet, still softly clings to pillows, shirts, and smaller things. The clock hands move in steady pace, unmoved by sorrow's tender grace. They tick away with no regret, while I am drowning in forget. The streets we walked now stretch so wide, and echo with the steps you hide. I search for signs in every face, a glimpse of you in every place. I see your smile in morning dew, in petals torn by wind's adieu. You are the ache I can't release, the wound that never finds its peace. The songs we loved now hurt to hear, each lyric tastes of fallen tears. The melodies that once held bliss are now just nails in emptiness. Time is cruel with all it steals. It mocks the way a lost love feels. Each hour sharp, a dagger's gleam. It shreds the soul, unseams the dream. I write to you in scattered prose, on crumpled pages no one knows. Your name, a prayer I cannot speak. My voice too cracked, my heart too weak. The world outside has lost its hue. The sky no longer wears your blue. The morning sun just burns my eyes, a cruel flame in love's disguise. I wander halls of yesterday, where shadows walk and children play. Your laughter, like a ghostly sound, still echoes through this haunted ground. The photographs now stare at me, familiar smiles I barely see. Your frozen face behind the glass, a still life love that couldn't last. I touch your frame with trembling hand, as though you might still understand. But cold and silence fill the air, and all I find is hollow there. I speak to walls, to empty space, as if my voice might find your face. But every answer I wait is swallowed by the hands of fate. I light a candle every night, to guide you through the endless night. A flicker dancing in the gloom, a dim companion in this room. Do you remember our first snow? The way you laughed and made it glow? Now snow just covers graves and ground. A white so mute it doesn't sound. Regret is now my oldest friend, a guest who never plans to end. It keeps me warm in absence deep, and wakes me when I dare to sleep. I should have said more while you stayed, but silence was the game we played. And now my words, like bleeding vines, choke every breath in tangled lines. The seasons shift, but I remain, a rusted soul that drips with pain. The springtime comes with songs in bloom, but all I see is your empty room. The flowers grow, the children play, but none of that can chase away the heavy weight that grips my chest. A silent war I can't protest. I try to smile when strangers pass, a painted face on shattered glass. but cracks appear and all can see. That joy has long abandoned me. I walk the path we used to share, now overgrown with thorn and care. I trace each step with solemn feet, and hear your laughter in repeat. The breeze once danced with your perfume, now swirls in corners of my gloom. It teases me with phantom grace, then vanishes without a trace. I visit places we once knew, the old cafe, the park bench view. But every chair across from mine feels like a grave where stars decline. The waiters smile and ask me still, just one today, they always will. And I nod slow and sip my tea, pretending I'm not history. I see the world in shades of gray, where colors used to swim and play. The brightest hue of life was you, and now the canvas bleeds right through. There's music playing down the street, the kind you dance to, light and sweet. But now each note, each rising tune, feels like a scar beneath the moon. I once believed that love could heal, that time would turn the pain surreal. But time, it does not mend or bless. It teaches how to feel less. The dreams I chase are ghosts in flight. They vanish in the morning light. I wake with tears that have no name, and sleep returns me to the same. I read the books you used to love, their pages soft as mourning doves. Your notes still scribbled in the side, where thoughts and longing used to hide. Your handwriting, a sacred spell, a glimpse into where you once fell, a part of you that still holds tight when everything else fades from sight. I keep your letters in a box, beside the keys, the chain, the locks. I read them when the night is still, and let your words my silence fill. But even ink begins to blur, like voices drowned in winter's stir. I hold them close, I beg them stay, but time steals more of you each day. I try to write, to speak your name, but every sentence ends in flame. The paper curls, the pen runs dry, the ink itself begins to cry. Sometimes I think I see your face, reflected in a window's grace. But when I turn, it's just the glass fag, a fleeting hope that came to pass. I sleep beneath your favorite throw, the one you wrapped around me slow. It still holds warmth, or so I feign. It's all that shields me from the rain. And when the night becomes too loud, when every star hides in a cloud, here's I close my eyes and breathe you in, pretending love can still begin. I never knew how deep love went, until I lost the one it meant. And now I walk, a hollowed shell, a flame consumed in its own hell. If grief is love that has no place, then I am lost in endless space. And you, a star that shines no more, still guides me from some distant shore.